Hi, today I'm going to be talking about the importance of stop motion animation and also the techniques and development. I think it is a very good form of animation and is very clever. With stop motion you can use many different techniques. You can use clay for example and move the models around and take many pictures and put them together. You can also do it with drawings and slightly change the drawing each time and then put them all together so that the drawing moves. These are just a couple of types of stop motion and there are many more. It was one of the first types of special effects made. It makes inanimate objects move. Persistence of vision works by displaying to the viewer a series of pictures and displaying them so quickly that the eye sees it as one image, which is moving. All the pictures have to be identical other than obviously the object or person that is moving. It is a very long process, and if you pull it off really well, it can be great. Motion pictures are normally at 24 frames per second, and video is normally at 30 frames per second. Joseph Plateau was a very successful man when it came to stop motion. He created the phonetoscope, which was a spinning disc and it had drawings on it. Then, when you spin it and look through the keyhole, the drawings turn into an animation, and to the human eye the drawing moves. This is a really good invention, as it was one of the first inventions which used stop motion successfully. Edward Muybridge is famous for the stop motion picture he created of a horse cantering, where he took multiple pictures and put them together and really successfully made the horse look like it was moving, and he had filmed it. These two were both pioneers. Developers Willis O'Brien and Ray Harryhausen were also two very successful people in stop motion. O'Brien inspired many people. He did quite a few films and is most famous for King Kong and also The Lost World. He inspired many people to go into stop motion, and one of these many people was Ray. He animated many different things, for example dinosaurs and dragons, and also created an army of sword-wielding skeletons for the film Jason and the Argonauts. Here is a clip of the film. He was such an influential figure in his day that people would watch films that his name was on for directing over the high class of actors. Contemporary work from the likes of Tim Burton and Aardman Productions is still very popular, and the power of stop motion is increasing as we speak. Aardman Productions are very famous for the Wallace and Gromit TV programs and films. As you can see, the stop motion in this movie is incredible and shows how well the type of animation has progressed. Tim Burton has quite a few stop motion films, and the one I like is Nightmare Before Christmas. Here is a clip of it. I think, yet again, it is a great display of how much stop motion has progressed over the years. For example, the clip that I played earlier of King Kong compared to the clips I've just shown you, the difference is incredible. Finally, there are many different forms of animation, for example TV animation, adverts, music videos and channel idents. TV animation, for example cartoons, are very popular in today's society. An example of a successful cartoon would be The Simpsons. Channel ident examples are E4 and sometimes on BBC, who have very good stop motion animations, but I think for E4 they use CGI. Advertising is a good way of using stop motion, as if you see some really successful stop motion in an advert, you will remember it. For example, the latest advert by John Lewis I will always think about because it uses such good stop motion. Here it is for you to view. Music videos are also a really good way to use stop motion. A good example of this is The White Stripes Fell in Love with a Girl. Cinema stop motion is also really good. For example, the film Paranorman is a good example of how far, like I said, stop motion has progressed. All in all, I think the invention of stop motion is a great way to animate things, and it is amazing how far it has progressed from some of the first stop motion films like King Kong and also The Lost World, films like Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Thank you.